All right. I believe I am live, but I will wait for people to join in as we get started here on June 25th. It's 12:14 p.m. Eastern Time. Welcome for those of you in the recording. I want to thank you guys for joining me in a live stream, not Stock Talk, but live stream. We have a very interesting day today. Very interesting in terms of all of its trends, right? The volatility and everything. So we'll get that. We'll talk a little bit about that and TVIX having a field day. Hey, Coolio, George, welcome back to the stream. You guys are quick. Rizwan, 13. Yes. Hold on, let me let the dog out really quick. Sorry. All right, so hopefully the dog won't be bothering us too much now. Let's see, my BAC calls RIP. Okay. Howdy, Ivan. JWM, welcome back. Dakiri, welcome back. All right, so you guys are coming in. Let's talk about SPY SPY on the 180-day chart as always. Because we said that if this support doesn't hold, we gave two scenarios, right? I was looking for a rejection, or actually a support around this area. But we noticed that on the 1-year chart, what did we actually see? We talked about this at the very end of the video. Look at this downtrend, right? But this downtrend was supported by intraday upward movements by the market. So we gapped down every single time during pre-market. But then what happened? When we actually went up, the market sold off during the day. A very interesting trend showing that markets wanted to pull the, the people wanted to pull the markets lower. And now we have two red candles at the support, but we were still holding support at that point. But today, look at this massive down candle. Okay, so we know one thing is the daily candle has not fully formed on SPY, but what we can see is the next support should be around 271, which we have broken, okay? So let's take a look and zoom out. Let's just theoretically say that we have broken this support. Here is the next support I'm looking at on SPY, which is, you guys can see the next support on SPY, I'm doing this as we're talking about this right now, is this area. So I'm going to draw this line in, 266. And in my opinion, this is, 266, and then of course we have this support, but by the time we get down here, if 264, first of all, I don't expect this massive to get to 264 yet. But if we continue our trajectory downwards, we need to find some sort of support at 266, given this lengthy drop today. Let's take a look at some of your comments. But Spike calls and he's pissed. Okay. TVIX in the morning and holding Coolio. Very nice. Tesla look. Okay, we'll talk a little bit about Tesla as well. Okay, so we have a couple of tickers that are plummeting. Take a look at IQ, right? We said that IQ is on a trajectory downwards, but look at this sell-off on the 1-year chart. We are continuing to sell off given this market downward and, trying to trade fears, whatever it is. IQ is pulling lower below its 20 EMA on the 1-year chart. Now, the thing about IQ is we don't know where it can stop because this is all the chart that we have. So the technical analysis is just limited to what we have. So it could still come down to the 50-period moving average. It could go down all the way to $25 if it wanted to, because it doesn't have to be a stop on this one. There's just, wow, on the 3-year trend, look at that. Okay, so wow, look at this gap down area. All right, so let's quickly talk about Tesla right here. You guys are calling out Tesla. All right, so for Tesla, we talked about a breakout trajectory. However, you can imagine AMD was spiking up when the markets were healthy, right? When the markets were healthy, markets were pulling higher. AMD happened to be at the right place at the right time, and it happened to go up. And it actually broke out, and we know that AMD right now is going down, of course, but here's Tesla, similar trajectory, but wrong time. given that the markets are pulling significantly lower. Look at this, right? We were looking for 330 at the very least hold as a support, and intraday we actually see a rejection at the previous support, and now we're heading back down. So at the very least, we need to hold 319, that area. This is the area where we've been making the breakout trajectory. Any close under here, and we're going back down, and this will be a false breakout by Tesla. So this will be, this will come down even further should we start closing below that area. So Tesla, I'm not in Tesla right now, but for those of you who are, just be careful. Can we please look at LRCX? Yeah, sure, LRCX. We're going to take a look at TVX in a moment as well, volatility. So LRCX, we talked about potential good buying areas around this box, but we said that we wanted to look for a reversal, a period of reversal. Right now, do we have a reversal yet? No, right? I'm actually going to remove this line because even though on the 3-year chart we've seen that it's like a bull flag pattern, there is no sign of a reversal now. Given that markets can continue dipping in the next few days, given the movement today, okay, look how SPY is dipping under 270 right now. This can continue to fall. So wait for the sign of a signal change. Certainly not right now, given what's happening. So let's take a look at volatility. So volatility is up. TVIX is up 34%, 33.5%. So for those of you who are in it, congratulations. Here's TVIX. Resistance 47.65. My goodness, we've popped $10, $12 over. Wow. Okay. That is quite impressive. So the question now is, where can we find the next resistance? And for volatility, I would actually go by perhaps this previous high right here, $60. That could be our next resistance, but it generally depends on what SPY does. Because if SPY continues to fall, we can still see it pop over that number. So looking at SPY, that doesn't look very good. So I want to look intraday right now, and you see how this is just a continuation move towards the downside. There's no support at this area, which is really interesting because we expected so we did see a bounce here. We saw support here, but then we just crashed downwards. That is not that great. Twitter. Oh, let me know if the audio sounds good, guys. Because I know that the audio has been a little crazy, weird in the past few days. So yeah, just let me know if there's like robot noises going on or whatnot. So Twitter, we're looking at a very positive trend on the 1-year chart. 3-year chart, we see that it's extremely overextended. So note that for Twitter as well as other tickers right now, the potential for it to fall to the 20 EMA line is really big. Look how we came to the 20 EMA line, consolidated, rise, move up, right? Another move up. Great entry point is at the 20 EMA, $38 and change. Certainly not right now, given that we formed a first red candle. Similar for AMD. I want to talk to you about AMD. AMD is down 7.34% today, which is so normal, right? Look at this. We talked about the boxed area, came down to the 20 EMA, verified. You can imagine once AMD gets to the 20 EMA line, I'm going into AMD, right? So where's the 20 EMA line? Right now it's around $13, $14 around there. So I want to watch it drop more before I would get into AMD. All right, so let me know what else you guys want to see right now. Is it lagging? I'm not even sure. Let me know how the audio and video quality is, because it looks fine on my end, but I'm not sure what you guys are seeing. So, okay, just put a focus on SPY right now because I'm kind of curious as to what it's doing. Yeah, so I just wanted to keep this short and sweet. If it's going to 10 minutes, I'm perfectly fine with that. So here's SPY once again. It's trying to hold 270. So just remember, this candle has not fully formed, so you can see SPY doing U-turn, but if we get another rejection at 270.93, that's not a very good sign. So if we see another rejection at 271, possibly continue to go into volatility at that point if you guys are in it. Dakiri BRZU. Actually, it might be me because I'm in this setup that is temporary and it's not the best. So BRZU. Is this Brazilian ETF? The Brazil? Because yeah, we talked about how Brazil hasn't been doing. Actually, Brazil has not been doing well in the past. Yeah. So this is a declining ETF, not something that we would actively want to go into right now, right? Given this, look at the 3-year trend. We're not doing this nice pattern. I don't know what's been happening. Maybe we should pull it to even longer, but this is just a complete collapse by this ETF. So looking at support around 6.60. 6.60. Yep, around there. So I would not go into this one right now, given this massive downtrend to the downside. All right. So yeah, so just to review, so here's what I'm looking at for SPY. For those of you who just joined me, I know there's a little lag. I apologize for that, but right now we do see SPY not holding the previous support 274.50, and then because we're falling below the support, we see volatility spiking over 30%. And if we do not close above 270.80 around that area, there is a potential move to the downside to 266.35. So that would be the next major support. And this support is based off of the 1-year chart, showing that the 200 period moving average has to hold. Any close below that 200 period moving average is extremely bearish, in my opinion, this is just another kind of correction by the markets, and I still feel like we're in the bullish trajectory. It's just that we need to hold this 200 period moving average, and that's pretty much it. So I think if you guys are following the markets, I think you're okay. Hey Kevin, MU please, Juan. All right, we'll tackle this last ticker just to keep it short and sweet. All right, we talked about MU, right? MU has been holding this bear flag pattern until what? Until now, we gap down. So we need to find support at the 150 period moving average, $49.90, $50. So let it fall a couple more dollars, and then what a great chance to get into this one, as this is an uptrending, very predictable stock. So wait for the pattern reversal. No sign of reversal. We're not there yet. Let's wait for it. Wait for the markets to stabilize. JBLU, thank you. All right, this will be the last one. JBLU. Oh, yeah, this is a hard one too. You can see that on the 3-year chart, it's really not been doing that much on the weekly end. Look at these candles on the weekly candles, just open, close, open, close, open, close. It's not moving enough, and the trajectory is not enticing enough for me to get into this one. One can argue that there might be a potential leg down, right? This is usually, followed by a leg downwards, like something like that. I mean, certainly it doesn't have to do that. It can go back up and then come back down whenever it does that. But this is just not something that's moving a little too slow and not something I like to go in. All right. Yeah, so we talked about IQ. We talked about SPY. So let's take a look. Last time, right now, intraday on SPY. Well, I think we were seeing some sort of uptrend. But, okay, you guys are playing SPY right now. Monitor this area, 271. If we get close to this area, get a rejection, chances are it might keep going down. And this is a very critical support.